Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zugu and today's video is going to be my review on You Have a Match by Emma Lord. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know this was in my most anticipated releases for this trimester, and I'm very happy to review it. I want to thank first to Netgalley and the publisher for allowing me to read an arc of this book, and let's dive into what I think about this book. You Have a Match is Emma Lord's new release, and it follows on the YA contemporary genre, has Street Cute. I read it last year. If you don't have seen it yet on my rest of the books of 2020, it comes out on Saturday, the second part. I think it's in the second part if it's not in the first one. You Have a Match, the story is very simple. You have Abby, who is a very adventurous person, doesn't measure so much the risks, but she doesn't like conflict. She doesn't like to resolve things. She prefers to let things flow even when she's upset with them. She has a couple of friends, Connie, who is a very straight thinking person, do lists with pros and cons, and you have Leo, who is adopted. He says to Abby and Connie he's doing a DNA kit test, so he tries to discover his heritage, tries to find his parents by this DNA service, and says to Connie and Abby to join them. Abby and Connie joins, and Abby discovers that she has an older sister that her parents didn't talk about. The sister is savvy, and basically she's a social media queen, very different from Abby. So they met, and they trying to discover their past, why that Abby's father and mother gave up Savvy to adoption. And to do that, they decide to go to this summer camp where Savvy is going to be a monitor and Abby is going to be a part of the camp. It's basically this. You have Abby tries to deal with Leo's feelings and with the big embarrassment moment, and you have the part with Savannah that try to unfold the mystery of the adoption process. Now, what did I think about it? I think it's a very interesting story. I think we can have a little bit of Parent Trap, the movie. It's an interesting topic, but I didn't enjoy as much as Tweet Cute, and that is important. In Tweet Cute, the author doesn't put you in mysteries. She gives you everything, and the characters have the mystery. So they are the ones who unfold the mysteries while we know everything. In this book, she tries to do mysteries that must be a surprise, but they are not. For me, all the Leo Abby situation follows very cliche, and it was very predictable what happened. I have a lot of notes on my Kindle saying this was what happened, this must be what's happening. I can feel, and I think the problem with that part was she showed Leo's feelings very early, and if she had masqueraded the feelings of Leo, so because it's only on Abby's perspective, you could not guess that he was in love with her so fast. Like 1/3 in the book, you already know, you have proofs. So that plot, it doesn't make, they are just okay, they have to try to come together. Basically, it's just that. I think it was not a very surprising situation for me. The Savvy's Abby situation being a sisters, I think the construction of the sibling relationship and the development of their relationship was kind of well done. I think the authors skip a lot of time and they didn't have so much bonding moments, but the moments that they have were very important, and you see their construction, a relationship, and then a friendship, and then a sisteric bond, and I think that was well done. This book is only told in Abby's perspective, while in Tweet Cute you get the two perspectives from each character. In here, I think we should work as you get, if not always, like one chapter each, but some perspectives from Savvy, maybe some perspectives from Leo will be interesting and will motivate the story and will make the story more versatile, because you only get Abby's perspective, and that can be a little bit of a not a turn off, but decrease a little bit the versatility and the content of the story, because in this case you could get three perspectives that are dealing with different problems and different characters and even different feelings, and that will be enriching the story and will be making you seeing perspectives and seeing how they interact in each situation, and that will be very enjoyable. I totally enjoy a multiple POV contemporary, because it allows you to see different steps and see different how people are reacting to these situations. In the resolution of Save is Abby, I think it's also very predictable. As I saw, it's part of the parent trap. It's not totally a parent trap, not at all, but it's kind of predictable what happened. I think the problem the parents have, and that you will see in the book, it's not predictable, but you see that something happened and it's obvious. But the ending is satisfying. Yes, I think the end was very satisfying. A happy arc of growing up and allow her to express herself and saying, I don't want this, I think this is not beneficial to me. I think that was very good and very well done. The relationship with Savy, I'll also say that. The parents' resolution was also very interesting. I really enjoyed that. And then the finale was also very good. Another thing that I didn't enjoy, and I think that from the character, when Abby discovers a secret and discovers what someone, I cannot say because it's but when she discovers one of the secrets, it's closer to the end, so she's very well resolved with herself, but she doesn't get pissed off. She just said okay, and the reason she said, we have so much behind us that this is not important. For me as a friend will be important and will be something that we'll discuss. Maybe I will not argue, but it will be something that hurt me and I'll be hurt for some time, but she passes through that, and I think that is just not a problem, but it's just a different opinion of mine and how I would react. I'm a very reactive person. Maybe I would scream and say I don't want to talk to you, but then a week later everything is fine. I want to because I'm really your friend. Overall, it's an enjoyable book. I think it's not as good as Sweet Cute because it lost the things that I enjoyed, the multiple POV, the construction, the writing style. It's okay. I am not very picky, but it was interesting. And the perspective of Abby, it's interesting, and how we get to know her, and yeah. Overall, it's an interesting story, but it didn't live for my expectations for an excitement. And going from Tweet Cute, I don't know how much stars I will give. I'm between 3 and 4, maybe 3.5 will be correct. On Goodreads, I'll put like a 4, but it will be a 3.5 because from Tweet Cute, and I have to compare the other work. Tweet Cute is much better than this one, and it was much enjoyable for me. But yeah, overall was a very interesting story, and I enjoyed the time that I spent in the book, but I didn't enjoy as much. So guys, this was my review for You Have a Match by Emma Lord. Tell me in the comments if you were excited by this one, if you already read it, what are your thoughts? If you are now after this review, what are your thoughts about reading this book? I'll post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes on Saturdays when I have videos to do it. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!